Hey, how's it going, everybody? Today we're going to dive into some of the new exciting things that are coming with the Tesla Model Y specifically. As you guys know, I have a Tesla Model Y, but it also seems to be trickling down to the Model 3. So if you're on the bridge or on the fence on either one, you might want to listen to this just to get an idea what's coming in the future. Project Jupiter, Project Highland, changes to the Model Y, new additions to the Model 3, maybe even some exterior, interior battery stuff. So sit back, relax. You guys are watching Tall Tesla Guy. Jumping right into the Model Y, it's the most exciting thing for me because that's the vehicle that I have. But what comes to mind really is waiting for it. People wait and wait and wait and wait for it because they're waiting for price changes, they're waiting for EV updates, they're waiting for EV tax credits. Honestly, Tesla doesn't make a lot of exterior changes to the car, so if you want one now and you wait until 6 months from now or even next year, your Model Y is going to predominantly look the same. Right? And I'll say that with an asterisk because all they've done is minor exterior changes to the Model Y since they launched it in 2020. In fact, the Model 3 has only had minor exterior changes, chrome delete on some of the parts on the outside of it, a couple additional cameras, maybe matrix headlights, stuff that you wouldn't know to look for even if you were a Tesla enthusiast or a Tesla fan. So going back to the Model Y, I'll say that the Model Y that I have, which is a 2022, is going to most likely, and I'll say it with an asterisk because I'm going to put a 99% probability on it, it's going to look exactly the same as the 2023, 2024, 2025 Tesla Model Y. They just don't do dramatic exterior updates often. Now, even on Investor Day, Elon started talking and hinting slowly about Project Jupiter and Project Highland. Now, Project Jupiter and Project Highland were actually going to be modifications to the Tesla Model 3, modifications to the Tesla Model Y. Now, people got excited about it thinking it was going to be a dramatic change. Maybe they're going to put rocket engines on it. Maybe they're going to make it into the Back to the Future vehicle. Well, that's not the idea behind it. The idea is a radical redesign of the technology that's available for the car. They talked about a different infotainment screen, a better layout of it, maybe even a larger one. The Cybertruck has a larger screen to start with, so maybe the Model Y, Model 3 are going to have a larger screen. And then on the other side, different things in the back of the car. If you start picking apart the back of the car like I did the other day, you'll notice that the Model Y actually has a connection or a hookup for a rear entertainment screen. Different designs of the seats, maybe different designs of some of the Alcantara inside, some of the fabric, some of the fake wood dashboard, stuff like that is going to be most likely what comes with this Project Jupiter, Project Highland. But more importantly, it's going to be the project. It's going to be the opening the door to getting that 4680 battery cell, getting that structural battery pack in there, getting better range efficiency, getting more range out of the car. And that is something that's exciting. It's something that Tesla does every opportunity that they get, and that is something almost worth waiting for. Now, I say almost, and I always say almost because you're going to wait and wait and wait forever. So if you're on the fence for a Tesla Model Y or Model 3, go ahead and pull the trigger. You're not going to regret it. I guarantee that. I've never regretted it, not one single day since I got it. But going back to Project Jupiter, Project Highland, they are talking about, and Elon said it was going to be a radical redesign of the interior of the car. Now, they did a radical redesign of the interior of the car for the Model Y or the Model 3 even. And what they did is change some of the stuff that people hated. People hated the super glossy interior finish of some of the slide doors. They hated the functionality of some of the slide compartments. Putting a wireless charger in there, things that people thought that should have been there to start with, and then certain things like getting higher quality seats, getting higher quality mechanisms on the inside, and even doing repeater cameras and stuff like that on the outside. Now, those are exciting. Those are some of the things that people look for when they look to get a car, but it's not what you have in mind when you think of a change, I guess. So with all that being said, would I jump in there and buy it now? Absolutely. Would I be excited if I waited? Absolutely. It makes it kind of confusing and complicated just because you can win either way. You're going to love the vehicle right now. In fact, I would have loved the Model 3 if I bought it back in 2018 when it first came out. It's just that much fun to drive. Now, is it better of a drive now that the Model 3 is updated, or with Project Highland, Project Jupiter coming on the in the forefront? I would say no. It's not going to be more fun to drive. That is, you'll have more technology at your fingertips than maybe you wouldn't have had before. That being said, Project Highland, Project Jupiter are exciting. It's not the Model 2 that people are looking for. It's not the official launch of the Cybertruck that people are looking for, but it is going to be a change to the Model 3 and the Model Y. Now, outside of all of that stuff, talking about specifically some of the other Tesla news. Now, the Model Y is already the #1 global seller of EV in the EV space of any other car. #1. Now, Model 3 was #1 before. Model Y is #1 now. Giga Berlin is already producing 500,000 cars, Model Ys. Giga Austin, the Fremont factory, that were already producing millions of them. And they had the initial projections back when I got my first one to get 250,000, which they met within the quarter, within the year. And now they've surpassed that almost 2 or 3x, which is amazing. But it's a testament to the fact that people love the car as it is. They love it just how it is now. And anything they do to change it is going to be something that makes them feel better about it, makes them use less parts. Elon is big on less parts. His whole intention behind the single cast frame of the car is that it uses 70 less robots, it uses 100 less pieces, parts, connections. It also makes the car safer, and it also leads way towards the structural battery pack. The structural battery pack is something that they talked about 2 or 3 years ago with Battery Day. The 4680 battery was supposed to provide this. When they started creating the batteries, they were doing this honeycomb structure in the car that was going to make it a lot more rigid than before. It's going to increase the turgid rigidity of the car, so that you just have that much more strength and stability in it. They are producing this honeycomb battery pack at Giga Austin now with a 4680-ish battery. The 4680 battery does not produce the promised range that Elon talked about a couple of years ago, but it does produce, I don't know, it's a better battery. It's a more updatable battery, I guess. So people are excited about it, and it is a positive, good thing for the car. However, it's not always what they think. So when Elon starts talking about some of the stuff that he's excited about, it's not always what people think it should be. But either way, it shows invention, it shows positivity on the side of Tesla, and that goes all the way back to listening to the consumer, listening to the actual customers. Tesla is sort of on the top of their podium a bit, and they can basically do whatever they want, regardless of what you or I think about the individual vehicle or a certain concern that we might have with it. So with that in mind, you get things like the yoke steering wheel that came out with the Model S and Model X. People either loved it or hated it, and they loved it or hated so viciously that Tesla actually revisited the opportunity to add the round steering wheel back in that vehicle. Now, it was about a year later, so it's nothing that happens quick, even though Elon might have talked about it. You do now have the option with the S or X to add a round steering wheel instead of the yoke steering wheel, if that's something that you just can't go to sleep at night knowing that it's there. I would say that creates an opportunity, or makes you think that Tesla is actually listening to people. They're listening to what people are concerned about. It adds credence to the opportunity that they have with the Model 3, the Model 2 to actually produce it, and the fact that they have over 1 million reservations for a Cybertruck, that maybe they'll keep the foot on the throttle for that as well, that project as well. So in between the Cybertruck, the Model 2, Model 3 changes, Model Y changes, Project Jupiter, Project Highland. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you had any other thoughts, concerns about it, if it's something that's actually going to make you wait, make you reconsider your purchase at the moment and push it forward. But either way, I can't thank you guys enough for tuning into the videos, for listening, for checking up on it weekly, monthly, whatever you guys do. And I hope you guys are having a fantastic day, week, month so far, and that you're able to enjoy some of that weather if you have it. Either way, I hope you guys are staying safe out there. Thanks a lot, everybody, for watching.